Yo, what is up, guys? Epic Ninja Gamer here, and for this episode, I completely forgot because I was recording something else, and it turns out that I left my mic and the game audio muted, so I'm just gonna put some background music, which will be linked in the description. Anyways, Elite Four time, we have Ryu, we got Charizard, Ryu got Flash Cannon, Charizard didn't change, God of War didn't get Moon Blast, I think he'll get that level 62. Yeah. Sceptile got Dragon Pulse, which is really good. That's really good. We want Dragon Pulse because it's a special attacker, even though I have Leaf Blade. Nidoking didn't really change. We Poison Jab, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. Very good moveset, in my opinion. Greninja has Surf, Extra Sensory, Dark Pulse, and Ice Beam and Dark Pulse while grinding. And I wanted to get rid of Surf, but we couldn't. I think the move tutor or move deleter said, like, you can't. I guess it's for the purpose of, like, being able to traverse water or something. It doesn't really matter. So we just have Surf. I wanted Scald because Scald is really good. It has a burn chance, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I didn't even notice. So there's just gonna be some periods when I'm just gonna not be it's just gonna be my character just standing around because I didn't know that the game was muted. So Kato arrives and we kick his ass relatively easily because he's weak. We have type advantage and all that jazz. His Pokemon were like early level 50s, and yeah, we were already level 55, so we basically destroyed his entire team. So that's fun. Yay. So yeah, I feel like a dumbass for not... I keep bringing this up, but, you know, if you like and subscribe, I guess. Gotta do them plugs. Anyways, so we beat him relatively easily. It wasn't even that hard. We just switched a bunch of times. So, yeah, we're now gonna... Excuse me. We're now gonna beat up the Elite Four. And, oh yeah, I have a new mic because I had some earbuds before, but they broke, so now I'm using a set of headphones with a microphone closer to my mouth, so tell me how it sounds. Anyways, so we go on to the first Elite Four member, and unlike, like I believe the last episode, they were based on colors, not typings. So the first one is pink, and it seems that her ace Pokemon is Blissey, so we lead with Lucario. And her name is Rosaline. She's, we beat her. She's relatively easy. So yeah, the battle, the battle background's pretty cool. Pink and purple's pretty good. She leads off with Licky Licky, which is really good for us because we have Lucario. In front, we Aura Spirit. I think you can just watch it for yourself, but I'm just going to be recapping it because I already thought I was recording the audio, but I didn't. Haha. So we go into Greninja because I had a feeling that Slow King would have like an ice move on it, and that would probably KO Sceptile one shot, and we wouldn't have... Wait, I'm confused. Okay, I switched into Greninja because there was a very high chance of Slowbro Slow King, not Slowbro. Slow King having an ice move, and that would one-shot Sceptile if Sceptile didn't one-shot Slow King. So we just switched to Greninja just for safety. So outcomes are Blissey. I would have gone with Lucario, but instead I went with Nidoking because Nidoking's physical attack is higher, and as we pretty much all know, Blissey's physical defense is abysmal, so I went with Poison Jab. Even though Earthquake is stronger, poisoning a Blissey would be very good, and I believe we are able to... Yeah, we get the poison first time. Goes for a Calm Mind, we go for another Poison Jab. But full restore, obviously, because, you know, the Elite Four, you know how they love to spam their full restores. We get the exact same circumstance. We get it to red HP with Poison Jab, and we poison it, and we kill the next turn because the Rosalie didn't use full restore. So she goes into Milotic, and we go into Sceptile. This also could have had an ice move, but I felt confident in Sceptile's power. Yeah, I think Milotic has a really good special defense. I don't know, I haven't used the Milotic, but we get a crit with Leaf Blade and we kill it. And last Pokemon is a Sylveon. I think think around this point I made like a comment on its in-game cry being something weird. I forgot what it was. I forgot what the cry was. It doesn't really matter. Or was it this like entrance animation because it just expands and then contracts? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. The first relief floor, like most cases, just easy, sweet route. No damage, I think. Just used PP. Or PowerPoints, I guess. PP. Funny. Okay. Now we got that out of the way. Next is the... what's his name? I forgot. He has purple Pokemon and his ace is a Drapion. So I go with Nidoking in front, obviously, because to counter the Drapion. His name is Magnus. So, yeah, he's like, oh, no, oh wow, you beat Rosalind. Okay, try me. So, yeah. I think he was also relatively easy. I'm recording this a few days after because I realized that there was no sound. So, he does leave with an Arbok, which is, it was not too terrible, I guess, because, well, we had Nidoking with Earthquake, so that was good, but Arbok had Intimidate, and we didn't one-shot it, which sucks, and it got Glare, and it has Glare, because pretty much all Snake Pokemon have Glare, and yeah, he uses a full restore, and then he bulks up a bunch of times, and he nearly kills us with Earthquake, and we get him to like 1 HP. Then we go into Lucario for faster Pokemon, Bullet Punch it, kill it. Mian Xiao comes out, and we go into Gardevoir. High Jump Kick doesn't do anything, obviously. Aerial Ace did a bit because Gardevoir's not the most physically defensive and it was a crit, but we one-shot it with Psychic, so that was relatively easy. Gliscor was coming out next, so we went into Greninja because it had Ice Beam. Yay, we one-shot it, I think. Yeah, we one-shot it. It was good. Gliscor's pretty cool, by the way. His next Pokemon is a Gutra. I decided to go into Gardevoir instead of just having, like, Ice Beam Greninja because we wanted our HP back. So, when we do a fair amount of damage, it does a decent amount of damage because we have a good special defense and it's a special attacker. We tank its Muddy Waters and we KO it with Draining Kiss and get a bit of our HP back, which is good, which is pretty good. Then he goes into his Drapion. Nidoking was down, which was unfortunate, but we did have Charizard with Earth Power, so I think we were fine. And this was, yeah, the last Pokemon, and it is his Drapion. We go for Earth Power. I think it gets to, like, really low HP. Like, okay. It was in yellows near red. It goes for Swords Dance, and we just finish it with Flamethrower. It wasn't that difficult. Beat him, hooray. Half of the Elite Four is finished. Hooray. Just so you know, I'm just have the video pulled up, and I'm just having the recording. I just have the recording software just here, so I can just talk over it, I guess. So hooray. Next is the Orange Elite Four member, and her ace is a Dragonite. So we bring up McSilly, Greninja, so we can have Ice Beam. Her name Tanya. So yeah, you beat Magnus. Now it's time to fight my Orang Pokemon. So, yeah. Give him a bite of battle or something. Woohoo. Anyways, they used the purple thing again, but whatever. She leads with a Float Soul. I decided to just go with Dark Pulse. I didn't feel like switching because Float Soul definitely could have had the nice move. Her next Pokemon was Alakazam. Dark Pulse, it doesn't kill, but we flinch. Then she goes for a full restore. Then we get it to regular HP again, and it restores with a little bit with leftovers, but we kill it with Dark Pulse. Then she goes into Infernape. We just go for Surf. One-shot it. Infernape's not bulky. I know that. I've played with an Infernape before. Kill it with Surf. Then comes Rotom C. Originally, I didn't know what this was, but it turns out to be Rotom-O, I think it was. I just went into Nidoking because it was a safe bet because it couldn't kill us with, like, electric moves, and worst case scenarios like Rotom Wash or Frost. But, like I just said a bit earlier, it was Rotom-O. I'm not sure why it's Rotom C is like Rotom Cut or something, like cutting the grass because it's a lawnmower, I guess. Do the same thing like Blissey. We poisoned with Poison Jab, did a lot of damage, and it tried to make a substitute, but it was too weak, and she goes for a Frost Door, I Ice Punch it, we go for Poison Jab to finish it off. She goes into her Dragonite, which has the Heart Soul Silver sprite. Personally, I don't really like that sprite too much, because in the, what was it, her trainer sprite had the black and white sprite for Dragonite, which I like a lot more. Anyways, we beat her. Yeah, it was relatively easy. We took some damage, but whatever. I think Magnus actually KO'd a Pokemon, so we were fine. And next fight is Gray. Oh, we only took damage with Greninja. So the next fight is Gray, who was the previous champion whom Blake overtook. And as you can tell, he has Gray Pokemon, like his Skarmory. Skarmory is a pretty cool Pokemon. As a Steel Flying type, I would probably go with Corviknight myself, but Skarmory's still pretty cool. I lead with... Was it Sceptile that I just switched into? I don't know. I'm not paying attention because I'm just rambling. Yeah. So yeah, his name is Gray. He uses Gray Pokemon. Gray's a name, and unfortunately Skarmory gets cuts off in the epic, like the cutscene, I guess. But he leads off with a Zoroark, and I go into Sceptile. I'm not sure why I went into Sceptile, but I did. So we just use Giga Drain against Zoroark, and it stupidly goes for Grass Knot, which is not only quad resisted because we're Grass and Dragon, but you know, we have a decent special defense. Not too tough. It's not really. Sceptile isn't really bulky. Goes into Machamp, we one-shot it with Psychic. Yeah, that was pretty easy. What's his name? I think it was. He said it was Metagross? No, it wasn't Metagross. It was Magnezone. Yeah, we just go straight for the Earthquake because the worst thing Magnezone could have was like Sturdy, I guess. But we KO it. Relatively easy. Hooray! Didn't have Sturdy. Hooray was just Gen 3 Sturdy. Then he goes into a Skarmory. I go into Charizard. I think I might have considered going to Gardevoir for Thunderbolt, but Charizard is A, resists Skarmory's Steel moves, and B, has still a super effective move that is also Stab and Flamethrower. And Skarmory does not it has a better physical defense than special, and we one-shot it. Hooray. And then his last Pokemon is Aggron. I believe we go into Nidoking. Yeah, we go into Nidoking and one-shot it with Earthquake. I assume so. We could have gone into Lucario and one-shot it with ours, but it does have... Oh yeah. Aggron just lives on like 1 HP. I thought this was like Sturdy, but like it didn't come up with a prompt for Sturdy, so it just kept not dying. I don't know if it's like it just barely lived, and then we go for a Rock Slide, and it's not like 1 HP. It was like at least a little bit more, so that was annoying. I thought a Rock Slide would kill from that range, but it didn't. But we kill it eventually. That was a bit annoying. It should have been, but that is the entire Elite Four. Then the rest of the episode is dedicated to the Blake fight, and then like goes what happens directly after. So we go into Lucario because obviously Blake is a Dark type user. We've seen his Darkrai fight Team Fusion, and yeah. So he's like, yeah, I know you come one day, and now I'm gonna see who's stronger, me or you, dude with a Darkrai or the protagonist who always wins. And they use the Gen 3 Hoenn champion theme. Pretty good theme, I'd say, but you're not listening to that, you're listening to some music. I think it's like some lo-fi music I found on the internet. Not just some, it's pretty good lo-fi music, so I highly recommend you check it out. Which is linked in the description, as long as along with like the download link for the game. Regardless, champion fight time. He leads with Weavile. I go with a Bullet Punch instead of a Aura Sphere. I'm pretty sure to like make sure it doesn't like outspeed with like I don't know why. I think it would have outspeed regardless, but like whatever. Paralyze didn't do too much, and we kill it with Bullet Punch. He goes into Honchkrow. I wanted Gardevoir because we have Draining Kiss and Thunderbolt. So that's pretty cool. has insomnia, which I'm not sure why, but whatever. We thunderbolt it. I believe it does not die. I remember this thing sticking around for a little bit. Yeah, okay, it lives near red HP, and it goes for a Brave Bird, which deals a fair amount of damage, if I'm not... Yeah, it does a fair amount of damage, and it nearly dies. So, predicting he would go for a full restore, we go for Draining Kiss, so that we can get some of our delicious HP back. Because, you know, we want to live, and I want to try and not use as many items. I will use items if I need to, but we do a fair amount of damage with Draining Kiss, and we get up to 100. So, we get to over 100. He withdraws from his Honchkrow, though, and then goes into a Mawile, which is interesting. I'm not sure if I think his specialty... Is his specialty like black Pokemon? I mean, I guess it is. So, Mawile isn't exactly black for me. I'm just... Or maybe... I don't know what his specialty is, because he does use a lot of dark types, but he has a Mawile, so... It goes for Iron Head, and we switch into Nidoking, so... For an Earthquake, and I believe we kill it. Hopefully, please. No, it doesn't. No, it survives it bad. Goes for another Iron Head. Oh, we should be. It heals a bit with leftovers, and we kill it with Earthquake. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we kill it with Earthquake. I'm not sure if it did have Intimidate. Then it goes into his Darkrai. I go into Lucario, and what I stupidly do is try not to kill it. You'll see why in a second. There's a reason I did not want to kill this Darkrai, specifically Lucario. So he goes for Dark Pulse, which is an underwhelming damage in my opinion. This game, we go for an Aura Sphere, and we take it to red health. And he was probably gonna full restore anyways again, because this is Darkrai, is probably the strongest Pokemon, in fact. So I go for a Crunch. I'm not sure why. Did I actually go for a Crunch? Yeah, I did go for a Crunch. I'm not sure why I did go for a Crunch. I could have gone with Aura Sphere with HP. And then I go into Bullet Punch again, but then he switches into his Houndoom. So I go for Aura Sphere, but Houndoom is faster, so we go back into Greninja. Well, not back into, we go into Greninja, and we go for Surf, and we kill Houndoom. So I think his specialty is Dark type Pokemon, but he has an outlier. Who cares? He can have it. Yeah. Houndoom's dead. I should probably drink some water, jeez. And then he goes back into his Honchkrow. Just gotta get that water. And then I go back into Gardevoir, so we can kill it. Again, because we did so much damage with Draining Kiss, even though it's like 50 base power, but I guess. I don't know. Well, I think Thunderbolt was near killing it. I think it was in the center, so we kill it with Draining Kiss. That crit would have been very nice a bit earlier, but we get nearly full HP, just like 5 minutes away, so that's really good. He goes into his Umbreon. I just switch into Charizard. I think it's because Umbreon's such a slow Pokemon, I think I just want to flinch it, and this is just like a regular Umbreon. It doesn't have that game focus or anything. So I first go with Flamethrower, so I could probably try and whittle it down, like Burn. And then it starts using Curse. So, yeah, so it starts using Curse, and it starts building up its attack. So, Thunder Punch is going to deal a lot of damage. We still continue to go for Flame, trying to go for burns, but then I just switch tactics to go to Air/Flinches. We don't get a successful flinch the first time, and it goes for a second Curse. And then we go for another Air Slash, which doesn't kill, but we do flinch, but he full restores. He full restores, of course, yeah. This Umbreon is quite annoying, I might add, so... Flamethrower, we don't get the burn, I believe. No burns. We go for flamethrower again. Doesn't burn. Goes for another curse. This is the third curse, mind you, so his attack is really strong. And he has Sucker Punch, which is a priority move. Go for Air Slash again. We get the flinch. Then he uses another full restore. Who would have guessed? So I just speed up. Goes for Sucker Punch. Does a lot of damage. Kills my Charizard. Then I go into Gardevoir. Not Gardevoir. Greninja. We surf it. Doesn't kill. But apparently it has Moonlight. So it starts spamming Moonlight, which is annoying. Oh, this fight dragged on so long because it had Moonlight. And I tried to go for Ice Beam Freezes, but it just maxed out its attack and used another... Yeah, it maxed out its attack. We didn't get a freeze, but it had a Lumberry. Now it maximizes its attack, goes for Toxic on my Greninja, and then nearly kills it with Sucker Punch. So, yeah, and then it two-shots Greninja. That's fun. Then we go into Gardevoir, and then, yeah, it kills Gardevoir because Psychic being, not Psychic Fairy being neutral or dark, is just crazy. We use a Max Revive on, I believe, Lucario, right? Yeah, Lucario. And then he cheats. He freaking cheats. That's not how Sucker Punch works. We obviously survive with Lucario and Aura Sphere to KO his. Finally KO his Umbreon. And why was that escaping me? And then we nearly kill Darkrai with an Aura Sphere, but then I decided to just revive a bunch of my other Pokemon, because, as I said, there's something I was trying to do, and you will see why I miserably failed. So Sceptile comes in, and I wanted to do the thing in the Diamond Pearl anime, where Sceptile finishes off Darkrai with a Leaf Blade, but Darkrai outspeeds and has Ice Beam and kills my Sceptile, which is unfortunate. I really would have loved to ended the series with such a just bam, Leaf Blade anime reference, but we just kill it with Surf from Greninja, the ultimate Dark-type Pokemon, and yeah, we win the league. Hooray. And then actually something interesting happens. So, well, I read through the dialogue, even though you can't hear it, but it doesn't really matter. I guess you can read it. But basically, I want to continue traveling, so that means the next person, whoever enters the league, is now the champion because I forfeit the duties. And it turns out that it's Percy, and I think I mentioned this earlier on, but Percy's doing a Pikachu, Ash Pikachu thing with his Quilava, keeping it purposely unevolved because, some people like the pre-evolved form for the final evolved form, and that's completely fine. I personally prefer having a Typhlosion, of course, but, anyways, yeah, so Blake explains that, Percy's now the champion because I beat him, but now I want to, go around places, and I forfeit the duties of champion. But, yeah, so now Percy's technically the champion, but I get registered in the Hall of Fame because, I did the work. He didn't do anything. He just got a free spot. He just got lucky. I did all the work. It was all me. So, yeah, we get registered in the Hall of Fame. We put our Pokeballs on the machine, and then, are you ready for this? We just go back to our house. We don't even get the Hall of Fame credits thing. We don't get to hear. I like the Hone one. So what I do instead is just do it myself. So da 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 you get the point. Yeah, I just do that, and yeah, we beat the game, and I don't go outside my house because I don't want to trigger any post-game activities, but yeah, expect some post-game activities soon. That's gonna be very cool, and yeah, I've been rambling for nearly 25 minutes now, so that's fun. Please like and subscribe, because yeah, it's kind of annoying when this happens, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. So please like and subscribe, and that would mean the world to me. I don't know. Whatever.